Alright, in this video we will be looking at our Week 19 Algebra 1 review, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, number 1 says, find the dollar amount, evaluate this expression, 2 to the 5th times 3 times 5 to the 3rd times 7. Well, this is simply a calculator problem. Alright, from home screen, I'm going to go to my Scratchpad calculator A and enter in this expression, 2 to the 5th. 2, and then the exponent key is 2 to the left of the number 4. You notice it puts the cursor in the exponent, 2 to the 5th. And I need to get out of the exponent, so I right mouse, times 3, times 5 to the 3rd power, 5 exponent 3 out of the exponent times 7. I want to get an idea of just kind of an estimate of this. 2 to the 5th is 32. 32 times 3 is about 100. 5 to the 5th is 125, so that's like 12,500 times 7. Well, 12,500 times 8 would be 100,000. So this number should be a little bit less than 100,000. It's 84,000. All right. Okay. All right, number 2 on Wednesday and number 2 on Thursday are very similar. They involve dividing exponents. They involve dividing whenever we have exponents. Well, we need to remember the quotient rule. Quotient rule for exponents says when we divide, we subtract the exponents. If we have x to the 5th divided by x to the 3rd, well, simply 5 minus 3 is 2. Using this rule, see if you can work number 2 and number 2 on the next. I'm going to help out a little bit. X cubed, divide x cubed, that would be 3 minus 3, that's 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1, so essentially the x will divide out. That makes sense. Any number divided by itself is 1, so that factor cancels entirely. Here's what we're saying. X to the 3rd divided by x to the 3rd, according to our rule, is x to the 0. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay. Except for 0, that's a special case. Number 3 says, what is the intersection of these two sets? The intersections is where they overlap. This is a quasi-Venn diagram here. Just consider which elements are in both set A and set B. Alright, number 4 is simply using our calculator to add. One thing to keep in mind, this is 1.5. You could enter it as 1.5. Alright. Or you can enter it as a 1 plus, and I'm going to use my fraction template, 1 plus 1/2. We know that's 3 over 2, which is indeed 1.5. So if you're unsure what the fractional part of the mixed number is, you could enter it in this fashion. It needs to be an add. All right. Number 5 says write an equation for each line. Well, a horizontal line will be y equals some constant. Consider what it is in this case. A vertical line will be x equals. Because on this vertical line, all of the x values are the same, and on this horizontal line, all of the y values are the same. All right. Number 1 is asking us to prime factor 440,000. Well, they're telling us there will only be 2s, 5s, and 11s. Well, I know 2 times 5 is 10. I can easily see that I have a lot of zeros here. I know that 440,000 is equal to 44 times 1,000. Okay, start there. Now consider breaking each one of these numbers up into 2, 5s, and 11s through multiplication. Number 2 is like the one from above. Number 3, find the product. We're going to use our product rule. X to the first times x to the first times x to the first is x to the third. Keep that in mind as you continue with this. Multiply those coefficients together. That'll be our coefficient there. Alright, using that information, see if you can complete the rest of this problem, the rest of this math review.